Extruder is you're going to love, because here's another way to get a lot more out of your art clay, I think, because you're making the little findings with that.
Oh, yeah.
And you can make the charms, and you can do what I love is the hollow charms, which really makes sense right now when you want to save most of your silver.
Yep.
And making your rope and to frame things perfectly, that's something I had trouble with when I was getting certified, was trying to roll out and do that wiggle worm like you were as a kid, and it would always like break easily. It just didn't make sense. My clay would dry too fast. With the extruder, that's not going to happen, right?
No.
I love it. I love it. And by the way, everybody, there's not even 100 of those left, and we're down to less than 2 dozen on the art clay. Now, I don't know. We've got one more packet. Do we have any of the slow dry that we have in those kits? I know that we have. Is that gone? Okay, that's, sold out. Now, we've got a couple of more. Yeah, we've got, this is.
It's the 20.
The big cat sold out.
Oh, good. Yay.
Everything's selling out.
I'm glad y'all got. And, you know, I get a lot of people on Facebook now friending me. So, and I friend anybody who asks, who said that they got their kit from JTV. I talk to a lot of you, and you have questions on how to do this or that, and I'm more than happy to help you. So if you have any questions, you can always call Jewel School or the JTV helpline, and if there's a question that they can't answer, they will forward it to me. So you'll never feel like you're being hung out in the middle of nowhere, and now that you've got your kit, nobody cares. No, we care all the time. So we want you to be successful. We want you to love it. We want you to tell other people that you love it, and that's what's important. And so don't ever be afraid to ask questions, because that's what we're here for.
And can I tell you how pleased, and it's such a pleasure, because how nice is it to know you're not just, giving them the opportunity on this. You truly take them through this hand in hand, step by step. You want them to understand and to be great at it.
Yeah.
And we love you and thank you for that. That makes my job so easy.
And my job too. I mean, how fortunate are those of us who are able to make a living out of helping other people be successful? I mean, that's so amazing.
And
amazing.
My mom, that's what we're going to be doing this weekend. Now, I'm not a teacher like you, but I'm looking forward. She's catches on a lot quicker than me. She would frustrate you much less. So we're going to be playing with the art clay. So I better get my pack. And speaking of which, the only, I think, single packs that we have left in the art clay, if you're looking to stock up, the 20-gram pack is left. And that's still a great deal. We've got 100 of these left. It's only $40, and that's your basic at $44.99. And that's the one, that's what we used when we were learning how to do this. We got quite a few projects out of this. Would you say about 10 grams at least? I mean, and you want some extra to play with.
Is it 10? That's a 20. So that's going to give you at least 2 projects, at least.
At least. And my gosh, and save every bit of it. And that's the thing. Get what you can on this while we can guarantee these prices, right?
Yeah, because I know what the retail price of this is now, and it's not even close to 44 and change. So really, normally you would say, well, it's because they want to sell it. They're just telling you, they don't know, the price will never be like this again. I can honestly tell you the way the silver is and how we have to pay for it coming from Japan, it will never be this price again. So if you can, get it now.
And I want to say this too. We've got another, we'll try to show before we leave, because a lot of you are getting the extruder. Here's the thing. Had special requests to see the 4 texture mats. This is so popular, and this is going to have your starry, your swirl, your embellish, and your cerulate, which I love that. Did I say that right?
Circulate.
I thought, is that cerulate? I'm like, wow. And I bet they meant, you know what? Jennifer has been doing graphics again. Jennifer Miller has been a sneaky girl. I'm joking, Jennifer. She's watching it. The circulate. And these are all going to be, again, basics. It's just extras to have on hand, because texture to me can make or break a piece of jewelry. And when it comes to your mind what you want to do and you can't get it, you can't create the texture plate yourself. That's going to be great. But I will tell y'all something else let me say again. Now, I've said it all day, and then all of a sudden I lose it because I've got to get the extruder kit. You'll definitely need to get extra of the silver slow dry clay. I don't think there's very many of those left. Ask about that. But then, of course, do we love? I become the queen of the syringe.
Yeah.
I've been practicing, like you said.
Have you really? Oh, did you practice with the
toothpaste?
Toothpaste?
And I'll tell you, this is what's great. The syringe. If you've ever decorated a cake, it's kind of what it reminds me of.
Exactly.
And that's the syringe gives you all the great detail. You can initial, monogram with this. Listen to me. Can you tell I took your class?
Yeah.
She taught me well, and that to me really makes it fun.
I have a great time with it.
Especially
when I find cool things in my backyard, little pods and little pods and seedlings and things like that. You put the syringe over it and just let it dry and then fire it.
And my gosh, and that, my gosh, is only $29.99. That, I will tell you right now, you will use this. This is the one that you talk about having a good time and really bringing back the kid in you. I think that this particular technique is really going to do it. I mean, everything from those really fun. I've gotten so many compliments on my little, the little woven earrings that I made.
Yeah.
Everybody asks me, where can I buy those? And I say I made them. They don't believe me at first. I mean, they look that professional and that finished. That's what you do with the syringe. We'll just kind of show you some of the cool techniques you can make. Plus, like I said, I'm all about initialing things and monogramming. You can do it. The better you get at that. If you've got beautiful handwriting, show it off with this. I mean.
Oh, and then maybe the next time we'll talk more about the photopolymer kit too. Because when you talk about monograms and you talk about making your own stamps and your own plates, oh my gosh, does that open up a whole world.
No, you're going to be back to do that for us, right?
We'll talk to Jeff.
Yes, you are. Don't do that to me. She's going to be back soon.
Yeah, we could do that. Sure. Because the photopolymer, I mean, it's so exciting and it's easy, but it's one of those things where you really need, you really need to look at it and to have someone show you how to do it. And I think there's a video on demand of that to do the photopolymer plate, so you can watch that now and get that. But we have to spend more time with that together to show you all the different things you can do with it.
And just so you know, okay, here we go. Now this one, I've got to hold this really still because now this is the basic. This is all you need. If you need to get, let's say you're getting the big kit today, and you want to, again, just grab like an extra sample pack to have on hand, because I think, especially now, while prices are really, we cannot replace them right now at the prices we're showing you. Silver has gone up 4 times. It is at least, what, a 30-year high in terms of the price per ounce on the market. $24.99. Add whatever you can extra to your order today if you're getting the big kit. We're talking about the photopolymer stamp kit. If you want to make your own stamps, this is it. It's $99.99. I may be sticking around with Jackie. I want her to show me how to do this. It's another one of our new tools. And what I love is anything that you see or think of, you can create a stamp from, basically, right?
Yes.
And I can't wait. I know if you want to order that early, there is a video on demand on how to do this too.
Yes, there is.
And can you kind of explain it a little bit while we're watching?
Sure. The photopolymer plate is a very simple process. There are little packs of photo emulsion gel. This pink pack, and it's very sensitive to UV light. Not necessarily sunlight, but UV light. And you can find UV light, all different places. But it comes with a magnetic clamp. So what you do is you get a black and clear transparency. And it can't be grayscale. It's got to be black and clear. And which comes out on your screen black and white when you're, in Photoshop or some of those, photo rendering programs. And when you print it on a transparency, it has to be very black and then clear. When you put it on the, in the clamp on the gel pack, you put the clamp together and you put it under UV light. When the UV light comes down on your transparency where it's black, the UV light can't go past it. So the emulsion underneath it will stay loose. It will stay liquid. Where the UV light hits clear, it reacts with the photo emulsion and solidifies it. And does it all in 3 minutes.
And we're going to be talking more about that next month. I do recommend going ahead and grabbing that today because with all, everything that you're getting, you're going to learn all the techniques. Now, this is the one. Aren't you so good? I love Jeremiah. He is a jewelry designer, and I'm so about the extruder, which you've got to have the slow dry clay. Now, is there any left? Is it already sold out? It may already be gone.
Oh, no.
Oh, my gosh. It's gone. Oh, I'm so sorry. But anybody that got the extruder, I hope, please show us what you made with that. Now, can you use, I'm going to ask, just in case people at work fast, can they use the regular art clay with it? You really can't. You got to use the slow dry?
Well, it is possible. You've got to, I wouldn't do it if you're a newbie, because what you have to do is you have to keep it moist. So as you're extruding it, you have to, like getting a little spritzer, you've got to spritz it, and you've got to work very methodically, like you know exactly what you're doing. If you're going to have any hesitancy at all, it's going to be real tough. And it also depends on what you're extruding,
And I will tell you right now, here's the thing, though. We can guarantee that if you buy the extruder today, we will include with that, and this is the good news, 20 grams of the slow dry silver art clay. So if you want to make sure you get that, Then
Yeah.
the extruder is again, just remember, and that's the best way. The minute they told me what this did, I knew exactly. All these shapes, imagine. Putting that in, it's almost like a gun, almost, that you place the clay in there like a squirt gun or something like that, and then you're going to press the clay and it comes out. You can create these different shapes.
But it's very easy to use and much easier than trying to extrude the clay out of a syringe.
Mm-hmm.
So you just put this in with the disc and you just turn it. And you really don't have to worry about, you know, lots of pain in your hands or your fingers, not having the strength. It's great. It's a great piece of equipment.
And you know, we started out with close to 300. We are down to the final 85 today. Now, I don't know if we've got enough clay or we could show that one more time because I think it is the most fun demonstration. You're getting not only, and tell them what you're getting because I just love the different shapes just caught my eye immediately. You're getting, again, this is a $99 value on its, or close to a $99 value. Let me double check and see just for the slow dry. Yeah, the only way to get the slow dry is to get this in the kit. That's about a $99 value. So do the math on that. This is stainless steel. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a $45 value on the slow dry. It's stainless steel, which is really important. That's
Which is very important. Yeah, you can't use aluminum with silver clay. Or, like, we've used aluminum cookie cutters, but you have to just compress it, cut it, and that's it. You've got to keep it away from the aluminum, otherwise it will taint your silver clay and make it unusable. So the fact that Makins, who makes this, put faith in the metal clay industry to make an extruder just in stainless steel just for them, I think is remarkable, and it shows the staying power of this medium. And if you're working in art clay, you're working in something that's a precious metal that's going to be around for hundreds and hundreds of years. So this is really important for value. And I was saying before that when I got interrupted before, the main reason that most metalsmiths are men is because of all the hammers. How heavy, if you see metalsmithing equipment, hammers and anvils and all these soldering equipment, all the things that you need in order to create typical metalsmithing, and hours of work. And in art clay, you know, you make a ring in half an hour, 45 minutes. So it's just a totally different technology that's allowing us, it's 21st century technology, allowing us to use what we have in our brains to create things that before you had to have 50 years of experience to do.
And that really is, and I apologize, I'm so bad, I get so excited if I interrupt you.
No, that's okay. It's just, it's such a passion of mine to see women's faces as they create something of value, long-lasting, that they haven't been able to do before for whatever reason. And art clay is just an answer to so many people's prayers.
It's changing that whole industry, I would think.
It's totally changing the jewelry industry, totally.
And if that's something that's always, and that's the thing, to learn this, again, when you think about creating beautiful sculpture, it's like creating sculpture to me in precious metal, which is powerful on its own.
For sure.
And then to make this so easy and so accessible, which this is something, when they told me that we were learning this technique, I was like, oh my gosh, there's no way in a million years. But with along with Jackie, which I'm going to tell you, you're kind of the key. We give them the tools, but you're kind of like the key that unlocks the door.
Oh, thank you very much.
And it's true that allows us to be able to do this. Remember, stock up on your silver. We're all, it's kind of like bittersweet today that we can give you such great prices on this. However, with what the silver market is doing, in our hearts, our prayers go out to Japan, the company
Absolutely.
and that part of the world where they're having so much trouble, just even the manufacturing. I mean, it's hard to get electricity there right now. If there is a way that they can give back, right? Is you can look up, go to Jackie Facebook. She can tell you how to do that if you want to.
Yes.
And
it's shelterboxus.org.
And Margot, wasn't that great? Don't you love it when she's here?
I love it. I love Jackie Truty. Come
We
on.
love her.
She's
I know.
a master.
And we'll hopefully see you again in September, right?
Yeah, as far as I know. The sooner the better.
And we're taping a DVD this week, so stay tuned.
Maybe we can talk about getting her back in sooner. I would love that.
Well,
wouldn't
if you want to come and visit me, I was given permission to say that we have the Metal Clay World Conference. Yes. MetalClayWorldConference.com.